Awesome. We are recording. So, welcome to the Art of Well-Being. My name is Casey, and I'm going to be your host tonight. And if you just are present with me for the next 30 minutes, I promise you, you will learn something that even if this Art of Well-Being that I do, or whoever invited you to view this information, if it is not in alignment for you, I promise you will receive nuggets that if you apply to your life and these principles can transform it. I might be biased. I do believe that this is the solution for so many things, and I'll share a little bit about my story. But really, well-being is so many things. It's physical, emotional, spiritual, relational, and for sure financial, right? If you don't have financial wellness, we're not truly well. And so I'm really going to talk about some principles that can go into that. I'm going to share my testimony. This is not a get rich quick opportunity. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of our amazing products in our company, but just you can always go to ISAGENIXearnings.com to really learn about it. This is definitely, you can get out what you put in, and I'll just share some testimonies on that as well. But the ISAGENIX vision and the art of well-being is all about everybody deserves to live a healthy, joyful, and abundant life. And I think if we look around right now, there is a lot of chaos. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of fear, and with good reasons. People have had their livelihoods stripped from them. People, in our health, we as a nation for far too long have allowing our health to not be a priority. And so we're waking up to that as well too. And so really, it is my truest belief that we have solutions for everyone. And it literally, when you surround yourself, there's a famous saying that says, you are the sum of the 5 people you surround yourself with. And so when you surround yourself with a like-minded community of individuals that are really leveling up on every single area of their life, the sky is the absolute limit. I was broke as a joke, living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have the most positive influences in my life. And just, complaining or not happy or not really having these big audacious goals in their life. And sometimes a goal can be to live a simple life, but live a provided for life, right? It's all different for everyone. But this is my house when I found ISAGENIX. Half of it, it's called a duplex. My feet would be black on the bottom from the wood stain being so old. I would burn my feet on space heaters. There was my desk, hot mess express, no organization. I'm still in the process of that. And now here's my office. I think it's like 2 of these would be what I used to live in completely. And my husband is no longer, I don't have to worry about deployments. He was an active duty military. And that was a huge reason. So I was a pediatric oncology nurse. And prior to that, I worked in the adult ICU. And 85% of the population that I saw up in those ICU beds as adults, I never would have seen had they had made lifestyle changes, completely preventable things. Majority of issues, chronic issues, are totally preventable, you guys. The immune system is such power. And I was just over broke. And here I was, I had, tens of thousands of dollars in student loans. I was paying interest on that, 6 years of college, and I was still earning $21 an hour. How is that? Right? After even being well educated. And so I'm just going to show you a different way that people are doing things, because this isn't about my story. This is about how can this impact you, right? And that's why you're here. I truly believe that is to learn about that. You can work from anywhere, so that's exciting. You're gonna also, if this is something that aligns with you, you use things that you already have, like a cell phone, like the internet. And literally, I have traveled the world, the beaches over the last 5 years. The travel has been amazing, but I've been able to do my business, home-based business, tax write-offs, all of those things. So what we do in ISAGENIX, you guys, is we offer solutions. And maybe you're someone that has had an incredible product transformation, and people have been asking you about, what on earth have you been doing? Maybe you just love your energy and how you feel, and you've been a customer and you're looking at this. Maybe somebody shared this with you because they're committed to finding like-minded individuals to lock arms with and really create a movement. And you look at these massive billion-dollar industries, and right now, you guys, people are really focused more on their health than ever before. Praise God, right? They're learning the power of the immune system. If you guys haven't seen our product webinar on Mondays, I highly encourage to check that out if you haven't been in our product groups. And all of that right there in these industries is what creates the financial wellness vehicle. the need for money is vast. There's people that have had their whole life ripped out from underneath them. You know, the whole thing of get a 401k, you know, save money, a good retirement. That's the way old business is done. We are in a new economy and things are happening fast. And it's projected that over 800 million global workers will lose their jobs, you guys, by 2030 to be replaced with AI. That is, and these are highly educated people, right? Because technology keeps increasing. And so that's a really big thing of how many people are going to be out of work, not even factoring in what's been happening, right, with the COVID situation. And so people for a long time, even before all of this, they were looking at side jobs, selling online, renting room, you know, Uber, trading ideas, but they were still exchanging time for money. And so my goal tonight is to really share with you guys how to leverage time and be in a business model that combines all of that goodness with a company called ISAGENIX. So ISAGENIX, we've been around for over 18 years. We've done over 7 billion in total sales, and more than 3.2 billion has been paid out to associates like me. That's almost half of the amount of income coming in that the company puts back into the field. And that's a vision that they have, is to pay out more money to their associates than any other company. We're privately held. You know, I won't go into the whole history, but just know that, you know, our leaders, they came out of retirement because they saw the quality of the product that we had and they really wanted to impact world health. And they came in without an exit strategy, meaning it's a legacy company. You can will this to your children. There's over 300 Legacy Club members, meaning they've earned $1 million collectively. I was the 203rd company millionaire. We're all about the give back movement as well too. So we have our own foundation. We really partnered a lot with Make-A-Wish in the beginning too. And our vision is to be the most trusted and respected wellness company and network marketing company. Although, you know, I don't really consider us multi-level because we don't get paid on levels, which is kind of different, but we are definitely a direct consumer word of mouth marketing. And when we talk about most trusted and respected, not only on the business side and the opportunity, but on the product side, because that's really what this business is, right? It's serving people with solutions in terms of products. And so the more you dig into ISAGENIX and the more you research, we spend millions of dollars. We triple test our raw materials. We exceed organic standards. You know, there's still, even organic just means, you know, certain soils haven't been sprayed with certain pesticides and herbicides. And so just to know that we have this rigorous quality testing is just phenomenal. So high quality. You also have the opportunity to be in all of these countries, you know, over 20 countries that we're in. So being able to have a home-based business, but operate and leverage into all these countries, that's powerful. So the principles that I'm going to refer to tonight that apply into our organization, there's 2 books that, even if this isn't for you, please read these books. Let us increase financial intelligence. For far too long, we have not, as a society, learned about finances. We've had really a broke mentality of just getting by. And it's like, what do the wealthy do? So Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a book. It's the #1 best-selling finance book of all time. And he'll teach you just the principles that the wealthy follow, along with Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. And neither one of these people are building, you know, network marketing per se, but they say that if they had to start over, this is what they would do. They would find a great network marketing company and they would get to work, because it allows the average person to create extraordinary results without a lot of capital and without any experience. And so that's massive. And also what Robert talks about is really what is wealth. Because my question, I think a lot of people just found this out with COVID especially, is what is the amount of time that you could stop physically working and maintain your current level of lifestyle, right? So meaning that your expenses are $4,000 a month. If you had $12,000 in savings, well, your wealth is approximately for 3 months or 90 days, right? Unless you kept working. Or if you had a passive residual income stream coming in. And it really hit me, you guys, when I was in an accident and I was bedridden for a while. And this was about 4 years after into my build. And I was still earning, you know, over $20,000 a month in ISAGENIX through my residual recurring payments. I wasn't working. I was bedridden, right? I was healing. And I also had enough money to go get holistic treatment. I didn't have to worry about insurance if it covered it or not, right? So like all of those things, I had residual income, and that was a game changer for me. So I want to ask you a question, because I also didn't know about a concept called geometric progression. Now, would you rather earn $1 million right now, or a penny that doubles, but only for 30 days and then it stops? So it goes 1 cent, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, $1.28. On day 8, it's $1.28. It'll repeat that pattern for 30 days, but then it stops. Which one do you prefer, a million or the penny? Well, the penny comes to over $5.3 million. Let me X my phone off for you guys. All right. So thinking about that though, right? Like, but if you think on day 15, if you're not like an overnight success, oh, this isn't working. For some reason, this business model, people expect if you don't get in and get rich quick and have overnight success, that it's not a real business. Like, show me anything that's like that. And people that are going to college and, having 8% front loaded student loans, and then they're getting out just working enough to get by and, make their student loan payments. Like, are you kidding me? We start earning immediately, and everybody eats too. So there's not even investments, reallocation. So what I love about just this industry is there's no overhead or employees, right? I don't have to have any inventory. You don't need any special degrees. I constantly see people trying to get these certifications and pay all this money to up certifications. And it's like, my gosh, let's just earn while we learn. Again, you can work from anywhere. You're going to have the most phenomenal training and community support, which is just so wonderful. It's such a one team. You have no caps on your earning potential. When you surround yourself in a positive culture, that is so empowering. And I was reading something on LinkedIn today about leadership, and it was like, find a company whose culture is good, because that's where you can go far. And then thinking about time flexibility, especially right now, my gosh, with kids being home and online school and all this thing, and who knows what's going down here in the future, but to be able to have that flexibility and the person that you're going to be able to come to, the personal development. And we say that, I mean, it's truly, people really do develop. And I watch people grow in this industry, and it's incredible. And the number one reason that everybody deserves to be in something is for leverage, right? I don't care what you do, for the love of God, do something with leverage, because it is everything. It's your greatest asset, or it's your worst nightmare. So just look at these as, you guys, over 190 billion, right? Health and beauty really does dominate this industry, because all of those things really are recurring purchases. And again, people, do you know people who are looking for additional sources of income? Yeah, right? So this is that perfect business model. And so when we're thinking about something like time, right? So time is very valuable. Our health and our time. I don't care how much money you have if you don't have health and time, right? So one person for 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, that's a 40-hour work week, right? Now, 10 people doing just 1.5 hours a day for 5 days a week, that's 75 hours in what can be produced. 20 people doing 1.5 hours for 5 days a week, that's 150 hours. This was an aha moment for me. This changed my life, understanding this. If I were to go to work 5 days, 24 hours around the clock, all I can give out is 120 hours. That's all I physically have. And after the first 48, if I'm working around the clock, they're probably going to be pretty crappy, because I'm going to be exhausted if I'm grinding for 48 in a row. So parents, I feel you. But like, think about that, you guys. So a question that impacted me is, would you rather earn 1% of 1,000 people's efforts, or 100% on your sole effort? And in return, those people can also earn 1% off of you. So 1% off of 1,000 people's efforts, or 100% off your sole effort. I hope you're going for the 999% more. And again, they get to leverage you as well. So that's what's super exciting. All right. So that slide didn't want to move forward. Now, these are the quadrants that Robert Kiyosaki talks about. There's 4 ways to produce income. Now, 5% of the wealth in circulation is really being sought after from 95% of the population. So 95% of the population is operating with 5% of the wealth in circulation. Those are people on the left side quadrant. They are an employee, or they're self-employed, and they own a job. Right? If you know anybody that's self-employed, you know the amount of just, oh my gosh, constant that they're in. They have to be the very best employee. They're constantly exchanging time for money. They have a lot of risk, a lot of capital, a lot of overhead, etc. An employee, when I went to work as a nurse, I got paid $21 an hour. If I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. I had 2 weeks paid vacation off and sick leave, and I often got denied my request off, right? I was exchanging time for money. That's linear income. Now, leveraged and residual income, which is ISAGENIX, is a form of big business, because when you have an ISAGENIX customer account, you can own a system that is so much is already done for you, and you're leveraging what that beautiful building in Arizona does, all those 20 countries, the 50 full-time scientists at ISAGENIX, the customer service, the shipping, the handling, the process, all that stuff you're leveraging. And then once you start to create excess passive income that exceed your bills and exceed your lifestyle and your travel and your tithing, you're putting that into investment. You guys, I literally, my husband and I were able to put more money in investments than we used to earn combined yearly. Now our money is going into investments more than what we both worked for a year, our total income that earns us money. That is our money puts on overalls and goes to work for us every single day because I decided to take myself from an employee, not go through all the hassle of a small business owner and get over into big business with a company called ISAGENIX, right? And so that's the difference. Do you want to be the 95% operating with 5% of the wealth, or do you want to be 5% of the population operating with 95% of the wealth? Because the reality is 46% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency expense with their savings. This is not okay anymore when we have solutions and people are on their hands and knees and they're praying for a solution. And so like what I love is that we have that opportunity. Maybe you're here, maybe you're someone who's been praying for a solution and somebody was kind enough to extend this, education to you. So this is the industry that allows you to have that leverage and residual income and meet the need of people, right? Because there's a very big difference between financial success and financial freedom. And this just isn't about getting the house, getting the cars, having the handbags. If you want those things, like by all means, you can have those. But this is about no longer exchanging time for money and owning your life. This is about, employee. If you think, okay, people do hourly wages, salary, or commission. So maybe you're one of those. Maybe you're self-employed, you're a consultant, you own the business, a specialty provider. But the leverage income, again, utilizing resources, more time, more money, right? So examples with that would be investors, right? And of course, us who do network marketing. And that residual, again, you do something once and you get paid time and time again. And then there's the whole shebang of investments, right? And that's completely passive. Now, once you get into investments, that is passive. But how long would it take you to save, $93,000 at a 3% interest, to be able to start getting that? So let us get creative in this thinking differently of doing a different business model. So the ways that we get to create income, excuse me for 1 second. I have a dog that's going crazy. So see, you can have children in the background, dogs in the background, all those things. I want his to keep whining the whole time. All right. So that's the way that we get our left side quadrant money. When we help people open up an account, we have a slew of wellness products. We're an online wellness store, right? Now, then we have income for when we help people develop as well too. So we get bonus money. That's kind of left side quadrant money. Our leveraged income comes from any time, we're leveraging the company of ISAGENIX, we're leveraging the team, we're leveraging all the resources, the back office, i.e. the website, the ordering. We have, I'll kind of list out what all those things that we leverage are. But then anytime people go grocery shopping, wellness store shopping, essential oil, CBD, pain patches. If you know anybody in pain, oh my gosh, they're amazing. For stress, for athletes, think about like GNC type products too, right? Food. I mean, who doesn't eat? Everybody eats, so nobody's out of your market, right? Because what are the most common reoccurring purchases? These are them. Now, food is number one. You could literally go without all these things except water and food, right? That you have to have those things. And also, again, people need help. So that's what we're doing is we're applying that reoccurring purchase. So if you've ever referred anybody to a restaurant, to a good movie, to a good book, to a grocery store, to something, imagine being able to have a reoccurring percentage every single time they went shopping. And, if we think about what just happened, you guys, and I think that this is really something powerful to realize how recession proof we are. So, normal is getting dressed in the clothes that we buy for work, driving through all day in a car that we leave. That was kind of pre-COVID, right? Super fast. And then what happened is everything changed. And you even look at Uber, the world's largest taxi company. They didn't own any vehicles. They were leveraging other people's. Facebook leverages other people's content, right? Airbnb, world's largest overnight accommodator. They didn't own any real estate. They were leveraging other people. But what just happened? Airbnb and Uber, people that were operating with those, that was a problem. What did go up? Amazon. right? Online purchasing, grocery purchasing. You know what's going up? Instacart. People are getting very familiar now with Instacart and purchasing their groceries online, and they want to continue to do that. And that's what we're offering. We are literally recession proof, and we're giving people a way to eat for free and help others do the same with our phenomenally quality product with no raising capital. You don't have to file for patents and trademarks. That's a lot. I do some philanthropy work, and doing that, it's a lot. Insurance, right? You don't have to hire the staff or team. You have all the scalable leverage distribution model in over 20 countries. You get our proven systems, right? For helping people learn about our products and opening accounts. You leverage people to help you do that. We have so much money invested in tech and apps. If you don't have an app these days, yeah, right? And again, you don't have to have the inventory, all of those things, and you get the mentorship and coaching. And if you were going to go pay for a mentorship or coaching, as soon as that mentorship is coaching is done, see ya, sayonara, right? But with this, you get to leverage people that have earned 6 and 7 figures all the time that show you how. And I want to ask you, what is worth 33.3 years of your life? Because to touch on leverage again, 12 hours a day for 365 days a year, if you were doing that, and people do have to work like that, you guys. And it's like that was not going to be my plan. I work 12-hour shifts. Max, right, that you could do, even if you were doing 12-hour shifts every single day, 4,380 hours of productivity a year. Or you could have 1 hour a day and 400 people. You can earn a portion of 400 hours of productivity a day. That's the equivalent to 146,000 hours a year. If you were going to do that on your own, it would take you 33.3 years. And you don't have to know 400 people, 4 people that you know that get this concept. Oh my gosh, you can create 400 people easily out of that for people who get this concept, right? So massive. And it's like, you're already sharing things you love. I talk about things that I love all the time. Why not get paid for it? I use these products, these incredible life-changing products. After 2 weeks of experiencing this nutrition, I was hooked. The nurse in me, I wanted to be like, why do I feel so freaking fantastic? Why do I have all this energy? And it was like, I saw the science, I was in. I knew I was going to tell people about this product just out of the goodness of my heart. Then my friend Jennifer said, Casey, look at this business model. I'm like, oh, how much money can I really save making some shakes? I literally have made more in a month than an entire year of nursing used to take me. What? And I did it in less time than I was in college. And, you know, you share it with people who just want to feel better and are looking for good nutrition. They're looking for immune health. They're looking for groceries delivered to their house. And then we have people who want to casually share it. Maybe you just want to eat for free. And then we have people that want to do part-time, full-time incomes. And then we have people that want 6 and 7 figure incomes. I wanted it all. And, you know, we are part of the direct selling association, but this is so much better. You guys, in direct sales, it's like, hey, look, buy a soda for $1, upcharge it, turn around, sell it for $2. But what happens when you stop selling sodas? You stop making money. So what we do is we open up an online vending machine of wellness products. And then anytime product ever moves through there, if you have 2 customers, once $54 is achieved in a 6% model, we get to take that out. And so we get to earn 6% out of everybody's grocery shopping, and anybody they ever share it with, and they ever share it with, and they ever share it with, and they ever share it with, up to $702,000 in our first business model. I'm not going to go into detail in the compensation plan. If you really want detail in the compensation plan, I am happy to do a presentation on that. Please let somebody know that you would like to view that. And I also have videos from our amazing Jim Coover that really can go in detail too. So what we do is, these are all of our products that move to these vending machines, right? That people are using, easy, convenient, on the go, triple tested, all this high quality nutrition. And again, please be in one of our product pages so you can experience really what this is. Do you know people, you know, that are looking for wellness? You're going to get addicted. And we get paid daily, weekly, and monthly. So you guys, as a nurse, I received a $1.50 raise in 4 years. Now, geometric progression is when you can have a sum greater than the whole. So our overhead to do this business, you get your starter pack. You know, you do your starter pack based on kind of what your goals are, get with whoever invited you to figure out what that is. And then I do $150 a month is my overhead to do this business. Do I spend before this $150 on food? You guys, that's date night, right? Maybe not before ISAGENIX actually, but now it is date night. But like, people eat $150 worth a month on food. period. So you take money that you already spent and you redirect it, and now I write it off on my taxes. Hello. Now, we have two teams, and again, every single time that $54 is accumulated from our 6%, we get to take that out. So that's how the business model works, and that's at the 6%. Then we can do an additional 10% of customers that we have shared with. Then we can do an 18%, but again, it keeps going and there's no caps. But I want to show you at the lowest level, okay? And this is an idea of geometric progression, just to understand, how did you turn a yearly income into a monthly income? Like, how is that even possible? So let's say that I shared this business model with 4 people who understand it like I understand it, and we are educating other people. Now they each enroll 4 who want to do this, and about 85% of people are just are incredible customers, and they're not doing the business, right? And then you have about your 5%ers who can really see it, and then your 1 to 2%ers that are like, yes. So this is my idea of my 1 to 2%ers that really want to run and lock arms with me, right? That are doing this. And those are the only people that I'm going to kind of reference in here. So I'm going to pretend that we don't even have customers that are just being customers, which of course that's going to be actually the majority of your business. But 4 people who each enroll 4. Now we're at 16. Those 16 each share with 4. Now we're at 16. Those 16 each enroll 4. Now we're at 64. Those 64 each enroll with 4. Now you have 256. So now you have 340 people just from your original 4. Remember when I talked about you don't have to actually enroll 400 people? So that's the power. You guys, I'm probably close, maybe getting close to enrolling 400 people over 8 years, right? Over 8 years. And I have over 30,000 people in my organization, right? So you can see that quantum leap, but 6% of that would be $51,000 moving through your online vending machines of our products. That would pay out $2,000 a month in residual income. Take it a step further. Let's say now 256 people each enroll 4. Now that's $1,364. Now, if people were doing their $150 a month to be able to be in this business model, right, their overhead, that's over $200,000 a month moving through the organization. That's $8,000 a month in residual income. Take it a step further, right? That's over $800,000 now moving through your organization. That would be a 6% of $32,000 a month. The max of the 6% that you can do, and again, once you have 2 customers, you can start that are purchasing their 100 points, which is $150. Once you have 2 customers that are grocery shopping with you and doing their $150, you can start earning that 6%. And the max that you can do is the 53,000. But again, there's so many other ways to earn. I just want to keep it at the lowest level for you to understand. So that's a lot of information that you guys watched tonight. So I just want to ask you though, how long would it take you to save up $93,933? If you had that in a 3% return, right, that would mean that you are earning the $2,818 annual. That would be like earning $54 a week. Okay, how long is it going to take you to save up $93,933 and get it in a for sure 3% investment? I don't know about you, but it was a lot easier for me to share these products and educate people with the help of my team and the resources and leverage that on what this is to get my $93,933 that my husband and I are able to do a year now and put that in an investment. I feel like I never would have been able to do that on a nursing income, right? Now, then you talk about, okay, if you get your ISAGENIX business to $271 a week, $14,092 a year, that would be the equivalent of $469,733 in the bank, if you had it in a 3% investment, right? And banks ain't paying 3%. I hate to break it to everybody. But like, so please, like when you're really thinking, how can I get from the left side quadrant to the right side quadrant? If you eat, right? And everybody on here, I do believe probably eats, then why not? Why not see that, oh my gosh, this could be something that could absolutely be for me. So just thank you all for joining. And again, just get back with whoever invited you to view this information. Happy to do so much more detail, in the figures and the compensation plan. This was just for the overview, but just, everybody does absolutely deserve to live an abundant, healthy, joyful life. Everybody eats, everybody needs help. and people need residual income and time freedom. So why not, right? If not now, when? If not this, what? So blessings, namaste, and have a blessed night. And I hope to see you guys in our product pages or to do a further in-depth on the comp plan for you. So night, everyone. Thanks for joining. Get back with whoever invited you. Love you too, girl.